Hey everyone, it's just me again. Just wanted to create another one of these and try to keep my promise of just shipping the work and not just trying to think through it too much. So it is Christmas Eve right now, and I am currently transitioning. I guess Nicole and I both are transitioning back to Central Standard Time for our 10 days or so break that we have, and kind of in a funny way we ended up going opposite directions to get there. So we're normally about 9 hours off of 9 to 10 hours off of a central time, so we wake up around 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., somewhere in there. And so our plan was to go earlier, so every night we'd go a couple hours earlier, and then eventually we'd get there at a normal time in a few days. And so Nicole actually stuck to that plan, and then I was trying to do that, but then we had a talent show for Oh Now / Christmas party this week, and it was just really fun and exciting, and it went a little bit late, so then it pushed me towards going the opposite direction around the clock, which was longer since we're only 9 hours off, so I got 15 hours to get on a normal schedule instead of 9. And yeah, so Nicole went earlier, I went later, so I've been going later and later each night. And yeah, this morning I woke up at about 3 in the morning, and tomorrow I should be back on a regular schedule for about a week or so until it's time to transition back. So it's been a fun experiment to see what's it like to kind of go like 6 days over 7. So like basically yesterday I was awake for 22 hours and then went to bed, and so it's kind of like you're taking the time of 7 days and then making 6 days out of it as you transition. And so Nicole's doing the opposite, where she's going kind of 8 days over 7. So it kind of reminds me of like polyrhythms in music and stuff, where you have like 2 tempos going at the same time, and it's kind of like not 2 tempos, but 2 different time signatures going at the same time. So it's interesting, and I was kind of curious to see what it felt like from a perspective of can you get more done, or can you be more productive? And yeah, not so much. But it was fun to see kind of how that felt, and I'll probably get that the other way. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update on that. Yeah, and I wanted to share a little bit. I keep running into, so we're reading a book right now called Get Out of Your Head, about anxiety, depression, that sort of thing. And it's written by Jenny Allen, and I'll put a link to it if you're interested. It's a really good book so far. And one of the quotes I just read this morning as I was reading was about this offensive defense thing that I talked about last week. And it just makes me laugh because it's just showing up everywhere, and it's just more confirmation for me that it's something that we need to pay attention to more. And in the book, it was talking more so about it from a perspective of we need to be in community, we need to rely on other people and not be scared to bother people with our problems. And we can't just play defense, as I said, by saying I need to figure out my problems, I need to do this, and doing it on our own. So it was good. It was a good reminder and confirmation that like, hey, like other people are thinking about this, and this is something to remember. So one of the things that I'm excited to do is like play more. Like I had a couple questions, and speaking of community, I'm glad that really thankful and fortunate that so many of you have reached out and responded and sent really encouraging messages and checking in from the last video. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's been a great blessing to me, and then having Nicole read it as well. So thank you for taking the time to do that. We love hearing from you, and that's been a great source of community for us. So thank you. But otherwise, like sources of ways to be offensive, I think that I've been focusing on is like what brings joy. And so I think Christmas time, like that's a good time to talk about this topic of joy, and coming of Christ, and the joy to the world, and all these other things. Like it's a good topic to remember. And just an example of the last week of that was that talent show that I mentioned, and being able to break out my instrument and play with the amp. So here, I can even show you. So there it is. Some pedals. So I got, like, Nicole got me that looper pedal, the red one, and then I've got all the effects on the black one, and I wore that wig and the big sunglasses, and it was just a lot of fun. So it was just, I haven't done a lot of music lately, and it was just a good reminder that what can we do, or what are the unique things for ourselves that we can share with other people. And playing by myself at night with headphones is one thing, but like being able to share that with other people, and also seeing the talents that they brought. We had a wide range of things. Like we had 40 people on a Zoom call, and everybody had about 90-second talents that they shared, and it was things like doing a Rubik's Cube, doing magic tricks, some rollerblade tricks, singing a song in multiple languages. We also had cooking beef on the grill, and one of the other things I really liked was Johnny, one of the directors at ONOW, took a random Slack message and made a song, like improvised a song and sang it, which was pretty funny. I enjoyed that a lot. So it was just a really good reminder of the power of community and sharing, even just like silly, awkward talents that we might have, or just things that make us smile. So I hope that you all can have those experiences over the next few days with Christmas, with family, with whoever you might be around. So I know it's a little bit weird this year, but thank you everyone for responding and checking in. It's been great to catch up with you. So Merry Christmas to everyone, and I'll talk to you again soon.